Alright guys, I decided to take up my Dimir mill slash reanimator slash control, I don't know what the fuck to call it. Decided to take this deck out for another spin. Honestly, I've only changed one card. I took out Cotoped since I've played against him a lot. He's pretty easy to beat. I mean, he's a strong dude, but his ability can be a drawback. So I took him out, and after playing with Disciple of the Ring, I'm not playing with it, but playing against it, I threw her here in its place. And other than that, I haven't done a whole lot of work on this deck, and by a whole, not a whole lot, I mean, I basically have not played it except on stream a couple of times. So that's why I haven't changed any cards. It's not that I think that, I've got this archetype figured out or anything. I just haven't tested it, so let's test it live. So we got four mana, 2 blue, 3 black sources. We got a Telling Time on turn 2. We got a Reef Soul if we need it, and a Revival. So I think this is fine. My opponent is on the play, which is fine as a control deck, I suppose. He starts off with white into Foil Vanguard. We got starting to bump into a lot of people these days, foiling out their decks. I guess they just want to spend their gold. Wizards loves it. Picked up another Reef Soul, so that's good. Just gonna play our Gate, and even if he's on the Aura plan, we should be able to kill that. Actually, I'd rather him suit that up with the Nimbus Wings, hit me for 3, and then enable the 2-for-1, or even a Grasp with a Hieromancer or something like that. I'd rather see that than a second creature. There's a Grasp with a Hieromancer, perfect. He'll get 3, which is just fine, but I'll get to kill it. So yeah, this deck, it's kind of two different directions. I mean, is it a mill deck, or is it a control deck, or what is it? It does play all 3 copies of Sphinx's Tutelage, but it also plays all 3 copies of Necromantic Summons, so it's almost like Tutelage is a little bit of an engine to fuel your reanimation, schemes. But it also, I mean, it just, if you can control the board, this deck has a lot of removal and sweepers and card draw. So it is, it is your classic control deck in a lot of ways, and sometimes you just sit back, control the board, and Tutelage wins you the game, so it's kind of hard to say. So now we've got a Stalwart Haven. That's the 1/3 flyer with Renown. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. Allergies are acting back up again, boy. It's tough times in the Maritimes. So for now, we've got Telling Time open. I don't think I need to read that. So if he Renowns it, it's 2 power. If he Grasps or Nimbus Wings it, that's 3. So I don't think there's any real worry of this thing getting out of range of Reeve. And if it does, we can always top deck or dig for a Fleshbag Marauder. So I think just playing the Catacomb and holding up Telling Time is what we're going to do. I don't know why he's stopping timer. He's got no mana. But yeah, we're just going to hold open Telling Time and go digging. We get lots of mana, so we can afford to actually get 2 spells off Telling Time, which I love this card. Really, really good. So now he's up to 4 mana. He could just play another creature. Kithian's Regulars would be bad. He's playing a Razorfoot Griffin. 2/2 first striking flyer. So let's go on the hunt since he's tapped out. We can take 1 card directly in the hand. Put another on the top of our library. So since we're good on the mana front, we'll just take the Fleshbag. And we'll grab a Cruel Revival and bottom the Guildgate. So next turn we can just Fleshbag, kill one of his dudes, slow him down, and then the turn after that we can use Cruel Revival, get our Fleshbag back, keep on going. Or I may Reef Soul, just because with 4 mana I can Reef Soul and still hold open Telling Time to keep digging, so that actually seems like the better play. Alrighty, so let's put the Swamp down. I'll kill the 2/4 rather than the 2/2. I mean, it really doesn't make a difference to this deck. We're not going to be blocking, especially not in the air. So, alright, so I've done a couple more streams lately. I tell you, we were at the cabin all weekend. I got home Sunday, and I worked Sunday evening, and then Sunday night, there was some booze came home with us from the cabin, and I decided to turn on a stream. It ended up till 4 o'clock in the morning last night. Just, getting drunk on leftover booze and streaming. It was a lot of fun. But I'm not going to go watch the video on demand or anything and find out what the hell happened. I tell you, I'm not going to do that. So, but it was fun. And then this afternoon, I had a couple of hours. I streamed again. I did pick up the Kinect. So I've got that installed right now, and I'm actually streaming through the Xbox rather than through my software, and it's been a lot better. So what do we got here? Oh, Languish. We're going to take that directly into hand, and I'm going to take a Shadows. We've got another land still. So we're on 14. He's got 5 power on the board. I mean, I can Shadows. He's got 1 card in his hand. Languish has got to blow him out. The other option is Shadows Fleshbag, in which case I get 2 Scries, which is pretty good. And it also opens up Cruel Revival. I think I just Languish, honestly, while I can. I think it's too good to pass up with him having only 1 card in hand. So yeah, today I streamed again. It was a lot of fun. I need to start building some new decks, though. I'm starting to really tweak and tune these 5 to 6 decks that I've got, and getting, you know, there's no work is ever done on a deck, but I'm starting to get these in a place where I don't hate them anymore, except for this one, which is why I'm recording tonight. So now he's played another Razorfoot. We're on 6 mana now, so we are going to Shadows. I don't know why it wants to tap a blue there. I guess it doesn't really matter, but we're going to Shadows and then Fleshbag, clean the board up and get a couple of Scries. We got 6 mana. You know, so I will bottom the land here, I think. If you see Read the Bones on top, I'll definitely keep it. We still got some removal. And let's see what's on top of our library. It is, yep, an island. We'll bottom that. And a Fleshbag Marauder. I guess that's good for his next creature. And we got 2 revivals, and yeah, we'll leave that on top. It's gas. Wow, he's going to kill my Shadows of the Past and gain 4 life. That doesn't bother me at all, dude. Another thing about the Connect and streaming through there, I've had the face cam on. So a few people were surprised to see that. I couldn't do it with PC because it's my computer's not powerful enough to run the webcam and do all that sort of stuff. Plus the computer's off somewhere where, you know, that webcam is pointing at one of the other walls, and you know you don't want to stare at an orange wall. But with the Connect, it's easy, you know, and I do enjoy the voice commands, and hopefully when Mega Beast gets back from his fishing trip, that the whole, you know, Two-Headed Giant team chat will actually come through on camera, and you'll be able to hear some of that. So, I mean, I think it's a worthwhile purchase for a multitude of reasons. Plus, I justified it to the wife by saying she can Skype from the Xbox and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, so Read the Bones. This is good. So we got lots of removal. You know, we need to go tutelage hunting. Basically, if it's not a tutelage, we're going to bottom it and keep digging for it. Do I take another Read the Bones? I think that I do. And a Languish, and I think we just go. We go even deeper. Let's go. This time I got to stick to my guns, though. I got so much removal. If it's not a tutelage, it's going to the bottom. Okay. You gonna counter it? There is a white counterspell. Disciple of the Ring. I keep lying to myself. I'm gonna keep her. Hey, picked up tutelage to go with her. Okay. All right, we're good. You know, we got a lot of removal now, so I think we're in really good shape. An Elite Vanguard comes down. Does he have anything to stick on top of it? I hope his last 2 cards are auras and he piles them on right now. So, Catacomb. We have 8 mana. That means I can tutelage hold up Cruel Revival, which I will do. Which I will definitely do. We may actually just win this game with Disciple, though. So I got a feeling we're going to cast her next turn. So, yeah, we'll just hold up the Cruel Revival, because, I mean, I could just Fleshbag and kill it, but that doesn't feel like a ton of value. I'm willing to take 2 damage and see if he wants to suit it up in his second main phase, maybe. If he goes first main phase, then that's just perfect. Solemn Offering. Okay. Alright, so he's playing the enchantment removal is real, but we can win with Disciple. So we'll just let that go. Don't care about his life total a whole lot. Let's see if he has an enchantment, though. He's going into his attack phase, so I mean, we're going to replace one removal spell with another, so why not spend all of our mana? So, Necromantic Summons. What do we have? Anything? Do we have anything? Nope. What does our buddy over here have? I mean, I guess we could get a 4/4 First Striking Flyer in the Razorfoot Griffin. That seems decent. That seems decent. Will it be foil when it enters on my side, I wonder? Let's find out. I think a 4/4 for Striking Flyer is pretty decent. You know, Disciple, I mean, Disciple is a good card. It's not, I mean, it is, I don't know, is it a bomb or is it not a bomb? I don't think it's a bomb, but it's a very, very strong card. You know, but I would rather, is it foil? Oh yeah, baby. A foil Griffin. 4/4. For strike. But I think that's better, you know. I mean, if he's got Angelic Edict or Reprisal or some of that nonsense, although Reprisal doesn't hit this in its naked form. He's got a Siege Mastodon, so he's not playing with the full collection. Take that however you will. Do I just flashbag it? I have to. I just said, oh wow, Reef Soul hits a 5-drop? Yeah, Reef Soul hits a 5-drop. What is the name of that white counterspell? Jesus Christ, it was in Sword of the Samurai. You know, I never ran the card. Is it Mana Tithe or something? I can't remember. I mean, excuse me again. I'm gonna play Disciple here. I'm gonna play it. Fuck it. First time I've ever cast her. First time I ever saw her was in a game the other day, and she tricked me. So I want to play with the card to get a little bit more used to it. So we're looking at a Boonweaver Giant. I'm sorry, dude. No matter what you do, 3 mana and it gets undone. So what does Boonweaver actually do? It's a 7 mana 4/4. I think he gets to search all zones for an aura card and enchant his dude. I think that's what it is. Graveyard, hand, library, no matter, you know. Let's see. How does the card read? That's not the card I want. Search your graveyard, hand, and or library. Of course it went away. For an aura card and put it onto the battlefield attached to it. So yeah. So get an aura from any zone and attach it. But 7 mana, that's a lot. Especially when this happens. Yep. That might be the concession. That might be the concession stop timer right there. He might read that card and just leave the game. I think it's pretty much at that point, whether or not he realizes it yet. But we're just going to kill all of his stuff. Play the gate. Lots of these fancy activations on Disciple, but we'll keep open Cruel Revival. In case he top decks a Baneslayer. Except that's so last year. It's not a bomby format at all. It's a grindy format. You know, the 2 cards that have impressed me so far are that were in last year's format and also this year's are Frostlinks and Gravedigger. I keep talking about it. But man, last year those cards were horrible. 3 mana for a 2/2 and a tap effect. It was shit. And Gravedigger, you know, you couldn't spend your 4 mana on a 2/2, even if it got you a card back. It just, other decks were doing so much more powerful things. But now, I mean, a 4 mana 2/2 or a 3 mana 2/2, these are par for the course in this format. I mean, you're not getting big dudes. So, you know, the cards are a lot better than they were last year. So that's when you got to realize it's a new format and you got to let go of your past evaluations. This is, you know, this is, even though this kind of tries to model the constructed Magic environment, it really is a lot like a limited environment. Probably more so limited, especially with the rarity restrictions that we've been given. So, you know, you kind of have to evaluate the cards a little bit differently. And you know, so far I've made a mistake in relying on past evaluations. So he's cast a Hixus. I'm just gonna kill it and get back a Cruel Revival. But I'm pretty sure now having no cards in hand. I'm sorry, you know, I got to use the subjective case. I'm just going to. I wish I could choose activate that a certain number of times instead of doing this 3 times. But anyways, we'll do that. Disciple of the Ring gets +1/+1. Doesn't matter. He's got no cards. He's dead. We're gonna do it 3 times. +1/+1. All right. So that'll make 6 power plus the 4. So yeah, in this deck, I mean, we got the tutelage there. I mean, if we stick 1, we can mill them if all we do is control the board. This deck is good at that. But also, I mean, sometimes it's just an engine to get shit in their graveyard, coupled with the deck's removal package to use necromantic summons and beat them that way. So it's an interesting deck. I've got to do a little bit more work on it, you know, and by that I just need to play it more to figure out, you know, what it loses to. But You know, I hear all this talk about metas on other platforms and stuff, and I'm not seeing it on Xbox. I'm not seeing any clear, defined meta. I'm seeing a lot of people with starter decks. Even now, I don't know how many weeks we are into the game's release, 2 weeks. I mean, I'm sure people are farming gold against the AI, but I don't see a lot of high-ranked players. Any, you know, double-digit ranks is rare. It is. I mean, I see some 4s and 5s, a lot of 1s and 0s. Today's the first day ever I hit the gold cap, by the way. So as you can see, I'm not earning any gold. Oh, I got a few hiccups here. Yeah, I'm not earning any gold today. First day I ever hit the cap, and what it was because of that stream I did last night, I think. That's how I figured it out, because I streamed this afternoon starting around 2 o'clock local time. And pretty soon I had hit the cap, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why am I not getting any gold? But I streamed last night till 4 in the morning. So I guess, you know, whenever the cap resets, I don't fucking know. But I must have earned today's gold last night before I went to bed. So that's why I'm at the cap today, first day I've ever hit it. But I'm churning out gold at a decent rate. I mean, I play this game every day. Got the homeless Jace background. I'm not sure if it was Mobius who coined that or if it's just something that's I've read on the forums or not. But you know, this is homeless Jace. He's the deck box that you get for most opponents. And like I said, Smug MacGyver. He's a level 3. It's pretty typical of what you're going to see. So hopefully, going back to what I was saying, hopefully a meta actually forms. So we're on the draw. We're keeping a 5-lander as a 25-land control deck. Our opponent has left. There's nothing I can do about that. But Read the Bones here makes me actually want to keep this. Because keeping a 5-lander is usually a death knell. But on turn 3 I can read and go deep for some gas. So top a land? No, we're going to top some gas. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's just drop a Guildgate. Pass it on back. See, our opponent's playing blue. He's playing Welkin turn, which can only block creatures with flying, something that I learned in a video recently. So sometimes there's text on cards that you just kind of gloss over, but it all matters. Every bit of text, except flavor text, which that one doesn't have because it has so many abilities. Flavor text is the only text that does not matter. So don't have to play, just play gate. So if he's playing mono blue Welkin turn, I'd like to know maybe he's going to go into Jesse and Thief now. In which case we're going to go hunting for a Languish. I mean, he could still have a second color, I guess. I mean, anything is possible at this point. Does he have a third land drop? He does not, but he has a Coral Merfolk, so he's playing blue aggro. Missed the land drop. Alright, pick up a Reeve Soul, but I think I'm just going to read the bones. I could Reeve or Flesh Bag and delay some of the damage, but my mana situation is good, so let's hunt for a Languish. These cards are not Languish. I mean, Telling Time is... I'm just going to use that to find Languish. Same with Read the Bones. So let's bottom those. And draw the next two. Just Flesh Bag and the Catacomb. And actually, Read the Bones on the draw you have to discard, which is unfortunate. But I really think we can discard a Flesh Bag here. Maybe I should have discarded a land. I don't know, but I don't want to miss drops with this deck, so... Now we're taking 4. And we just took 2 off Bones, so we're down to 12. See if he has play. It is Fairy Miscreant. Yeah, he's playing blue aggro. Languish or bust, boys. And girls. And girls, too. Yeah, probably should have ditched the land there. So Fleshbag's going to take out a Miscreant. Reeve Soul is going to take out a Flyer. Not where I want to be. But what are you going to do? Then I can Flesh Bag. He's gonna play Telling Time. So I can Flesh Bag and then I can summon the Flesh Bag if it comes down to that. But I'm on a little bit of a clock here. 4 mana blue aggro. Maybe I shouldn't have cast Read the Bones, who knows? Maybe that was the wrong play. See if he has a play. He just passes, which is fine by me. Although he could be playing counterspells. We do have Cruel Revival. So, if he has a counterspell, then this is just bad. I mean, I guess he could counter a Flesh Bag too. Is he playing Countermand or Bone to Ash? Or the one with the calculated dismissal, you know, basically the mana leak. Maybe he's not playing him at all. Maybe he just doesn't have a play. He's got 4 cards, though. I'm kind of at odds what to do here. I'll try Disciple. I can tap his dudes. He does have Bone to Ash, so that's a creature counter. So I knew he was holding a counter, but you know, maybe I could have got through with Cruel Revival since Bone to Ash is a creature counter. But who knows? He could have counter mana in his hand as well. It's hard to say. He's on 5 mana, and he's going to hit me for 3 more. This is not good. But I can Necromantic Summons her back. I think I have the Spell Mastery active. This deck usually does by the time it can cast it. And also, ooh, I mean, I could Telling Time search for a Languish. I can go 3 deep for a Languish. And Fleshbag if I don't find it. No Languish. So we're going to take Murky Lurky in the hand right now. And I guess we'll put a Swamp on top. But I want to get some of the power off the board. And it seems like he's running out of creatures. Although he's going to Inspiration. That's gonna solve that problem for him. Alright. 6 mana now. We're going to 2. I can cast this guy and hold open the lifelink, and his flyer's out of the picture, so... I mean... That's assuming he does nothing. He has 6 mana with 5 cards in hand. Definitely could be another Bone to Ash in there. Definitely could be another Bone to Ash in there. I mean, I'm gonna go for Disciple now. Alright, we got her. We got our 5/6 Disciple, and we have some, some shit in the graveyard to exile. And draw by next turn. But he's inspirating again. Alright. He's definitely going to play 7th land. He's got a full grip over there. Fuck. 7 cards in his hand. So what are we looking at? Towergeist? What is that? 2/2 flyer and a draw discard, is it? Look at the top 2 cards, grab 1, drop 1, yeah. Come on in, buddy. I don't want to tap you. You're only a 2/1. I got a 5/6. I don't think you're coming in. Alrighty. Alright, so let's this gets through Calculated Dismissal. Then we can swing and give lifelink. I don't care about this right now because I'll have the other abilities. So is he going to block? I doubt it. But I'm going to gain 5 life. I could gain more, you know, by pumping her up. I don't think that's where I want to be. I mean, I could have been walking right into a Disperse right there. I'm surprised that didn't happen. But I could have countered it with the ability, and we can use that ability multiple times. So I can also untap her at instant speed, and I can tap down his flyer. He's just going to play Telling Time. So Disciple, she's definitely got a lot of applications. It's going to take me a lot of practice to get used to that card. You know, you have to be a real Magic player to play, you know, with a card with that many activated abilities to know how to use it properly, and I'm not that guy. But anyways, we're looking at 7 mana, 4 damage. We just gained a 5 life, which was huge. And let's see if he's going to push to combat or if he's going to play anything. He's going to put a tutelage down, so that's kind of weird. Coming from what looks like an aggro deck. Maybe he's just playing mono blue. I haven't got all the cards unlocked. Again, that is a theme. So here comes an Inspiration. That's going to mill us out a little bit. But he's tapped out. So. Okay, we're on 9. He's giving me a lot of fuel for my Disciple, so I think I can safely tap his flyer and exile a Telling Time. I don't think I'll want to flash that back with Jace if I draw him. So we can tap that. And then we can swing past it. Question is, do I want to tap down his 2-1? I don't think I do. I think I want to make him chump block with it. And we're going to play our land. We're going to swing with both now because we can activate the lifelink twice and still hold up Cruel Revival here. Does he block? He does. So I'm still going to lifelink. So we're going to gain 7. Man, the Merc Lurker is so good. We're going to gain 7. We're going to kill this dude. And we're going to hold up Cruel Revival. That's what we're going to do. And we've also got the activated ability over here on our Disciple of the Ring. Like I say, he's feeding that a lot of food. But he's got, like I said, he's still got a full grip over there. 7 cards in his hand. So he's doing a good job keeping his hand full. So he's going to activate the ability. Draw this card. Mill us for minimum 2 more. Which, yeah, 2 is what he got. Let's see. I mean, that's 6 mana. I don't expect to be playing another creature. Probably, if he moves to combat, just tap it down. Plays land. He goes to attack. Let's just tap it down. I mean, you could have bounce, you know. You could have bounce, so I don't want to go all in on Disciple, but I think this is fine. I want to be able to hold up Cruel Revival plus some of her abilities. And I can actually play a Servitor, 1 ability, and Cruel Revival, so we'll do that. And he's not playing language, he's playing mono blue. So I don't think we're in any danger of getting milled with him on 6 and us with the board that we have, so yeah, Disciple's doing work. Definitely doing work. You know, I was talking last night on the stream about whether or not this deck even needs Sphinx's Tutelage or not, or whether I should just play blue-black control and say, fuck the alternate win condition. You know, really. And if I cut Tutelage, then obviously Perilous Mirror, or I'm sorry, Rune Servitor becomes Perilous Mirror. I'm playing this because it triggers Tutelage when it dies. Now we're looking at a Coral Merfolk. He's on 6. Just tap out. I mean, I can actually tap down your entire board with that Disciple, you know, so. Just tap out. Let me know. Let me know that there's nothing. That's good. What's he going to tap? He's going to tap Disciple of the Ring? That's funny. Alright, so let's tap this. Doesn't matter. We're going to spend them all here now. Going to tap that. Going to tap that. And we're getting some action here tonight. We're going to tap Frostlinks. Alright, so we get all 4 tap triggers on the stack. So it's going to tap all 4 of his dudes. And then the Frostlinks is going to tap our dude, which won't untap during its controller's next untap step. Except that doesn't apply to this ability. So we can just untap it. And there you go. His entire board is tapped, and we swing for lethal. There is no Unsummon or Vapor Snag to worry about. He's only got 1 mana. There's nothing he can do. That is the game. Disciple of the Ring, ladies and gentlemen. Disciple of the Ring. Tapping down an entire board, untapping ourselves after our Frostlinks. Just generally taking over the game. So, yeah, nice to end the video on that note. Disciple is a really strong card. Not sure if this deck even needs Tutelage, to be perfectly honest. I think it's better probably just as blue-black control. So, we'll see how it evolves. Thanks, guys, for watching, and we'll see you for another gameplay tomorrow night. Thanks.